So anyway, I'm running some Google ads at the moment, and I put in a few keywords. And one of the keywords I kept it as what they call a broad match, and so that means that it pairs it up with different searches that people are looking for. And so this one, I decided to put in rather broad. It was money, because I think probably a few people are out there looking for it. Anyway, I kept it very broad match, money as the keyword, right? And what I found people were searching for was quite alarming. In fact, I'm going to go so far as to say it was actually more disturbing than alarming. So people were searching for things like, can I make money for free if I have sleep apnea? Can I find an app that helps me find sugar daddies? What's the best way to get free automated PayPal money with no money down? I'm not kidding, these are the searches people are looking for out there. And there's something so inherently wrong with the mentality behind people that are doing that. And it's frustrating to see, because it's classic victim mentality. You're basically giving your power away to someone else. You're basically saying, I can't ever take responsibility for my own financial situation, so I'm hoping and wishing and praying that there's something out there that's going to save me. It's like playing lotto, going gambling, things like that. In fact, there was a lot of those that were related to that. Now, I've been on the other side of that, and this is why I feel qualified to speak about this. I've gone bankrupt, I've had mountains of personal debt, and it sucks balls. It's fucking horrible. So I get it, and I get where the mentality is, because you want the quick win, you want the fixes to your problems, you're kind of so frustrated, you're stuck. But when you stay in that way of thinking, when you're just waiting for like the sugar daddy to arrive or the free money to fall out of the sky, you're giving your power away to something else external. And it's like dangling the carrot. It's like the financial carrot that's dangling in front of you, like the lottery tickets, the golden goose, but you're always going to be reaching for it and grabbing for it. You're never going to get it, because you always have that mentality of, oh, I need the quick win, I hope this works. And that's the classic victim mentality. I had it. That's why I feel qualified to speak on it. So how do you change that if that's you? If you're resonating with what I'm saying right now, what do? How do you change that rhetoric in your head? It's hard. I'm not going to deny that. It was blooming hard for me. It took me a bankruptcy and probably another 2 or 3 years after that of like getting over the trauma of being bankrupt to finally start getting some level of financial security in my life, where I wasn't looking for quick fixes and the big wins. I was actually laying the groundwork to build something sustainable. So how do you change it? It's not easy, like I say, not easy. You have to do a lot of inner searching. But the crux of it is you take extreme amounts of self-responsibility, extreme. And you look at everything that you're doing, and you look at your language patterns and where your thoughts are going, and are they constructive or are they victim? And if you're unfamiliar with what I mean by victim, that's a classic sign of it, because you're not willing to take responsibility for your own life, to actually go and do the work and find the resources and do whatever to actually get it. You just want money to fall from the sky. You want someone wealthy to marry you and solve all your financial problems. That's victim mentality. So taking absolute extreme amounts of self-audit, and it's an ongoing process, and also be forgiving of yourself as well. And I know that sounds a little bit contradictory there, but if you're constantly just beating yourself up about what you're doing or what you're not doing, you're not going to drive yourself forward. You're going to be stuck in that thing you're wallowing, which again is, interestingly enough, that's victim mentality. So take stock of what you're doing, take responsibility for your actions, take responsibility for your life, make that conscious decision that you're going to learn about being financially free. And I understand that there's going to be geographical hindrances. I understand that there's going to be certain things that happen in people's lives where they might not have the same advantages as other people. I completely get that. But for everyone else, we have golden opportunities. The people that are watching this that live in tier 1 countries, you don't need to be a victim. There is so much wealth out there. There's so many opportunities out there. It is almost ridiculous. The problem is though, most people, they say they want the thing, the fancy stuff, and the financial freedom and whatnot. But when it comes time to actually putting in the work, most people won't bother. And I know that sounds like a very harsh statement to make, because it is, but it's my experience that I've seen. And then of course there are people that are putting in a bunch of work, and for those people I massively credit you, and sometimes it just takes a little bit longer than others to kind of find your pathway, and I completely get that. It took me 9 years to find something that actually worked for me. So I get it. I get the pathway is a pain in the butt sometimes. Anyway, to conclude, take self-audit. And if you're one of those people that are out there searching for these things, the free money, the free Bitcoin, blah, 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 and the whatever, change the dynamic and the conversation in your head to something more fulfilling and something that actually means that you have an opportunity to take advantage of the opportunities that are in front of you. Change the dialogue in your head. You don't have to rely on suing someone to get money. You don't have to rely on winning lotto. You don't have to rely on free money scams and free money apps that are out there. You can learn skills. You can learn things like sales. You can learn how to produce content. You can create a brand. You can learn how to create offers. You can learn a skill that you can monetize. You can sell a service. There is so many ways that you can go out there and actually start earning proper money and start taking responsibility for your own financial future. So anyway, hopefully that helps some of you guys out. If you're one of those people that are out there searching for those things, this isn't a criticism. It's based off my own experience. I have been on the other side of that. No, I never searched for sugar daddies. I would never want that. But I understand the desperation of where that comes from. So this is why I feel qualified to speak on it, and why I am somewhat passionate about the other side of that. Another really interesting point. There's a link below this if you want to check this out, but there's a free case study. It's basically uncovering my business and how I make my income. There's an option to book a call, which you're welcome to do. Now, I kindly request that people that go through that pathway don't waste my time. And what tends to happen is people put in there's a little application form. People put in their application forms things like, I really need something to work. I'm a hard worker. I'm really just this would be amazing if I can get it to work. Can't wait. This is great. Looking forward to catching up. And guess what happens? They don't show up to the call. Now, I understand that things come up in life, but there's also multiple emails sent prior to the call. There's an option to get an SMS alert prior to the call. There is no excuse for them not to at least acknowledge that the call is there. But yet so many people, and I don't know what the percentages are, and it's not limited to me, this is other people in the industry experience this as well, that people say this thing, I'm so motivated, this is amazing, but they don't show up to a call that could potentially help them out. It could potentially change their lives. And I know it's a bold claim, and I know it's very dramatic thing to say. But the reason I say that is because the program that I'm one of the coaches for, and my own mentoring, I can say factually that has changed people's lives. It really has. And my point being is that if people aren't willing to get on a call to find out if something is maybe a good option for them because they're getting sold to, what fucking hope do they ever have of claiming their own financial freedom? Because the classic victim mentality, I regret making that call now, I'm not going to show up. It's weak, very weak-minded. So anyway, yeah, I'm triggered this morning, clearly. Anyway, on that note, thanks for joining me, guys. I'm not usually this captain serious. Anyway. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.